When the headlines say people died in Gaza, it breaks my heart because people didn't choose to die. People were killed, they were massacred at the hands of snipers. The majority of the media coverage on what's happening in Palestine and Gaza is very problematic. It talks about two sides, clashes, people dying, but that's not actually the reality. The people of Gaza, the Palestinians of Gaza, do not have access to snipers or tanks or airplanes. These are a people who have been living under an 11-year siege. This means that the borders are closed off. There is no going into Gaza and there's no leaving Gaza. And many UN-based organizations and human rights organizations have called Gaza the world's largest open-air prison. People have a right to protest. They were met with aggression and snipers that have killed over 50 people in one day, over 100 in the last 6 weeks. When looking at the photos taken at the same time on the same day during the opening of the American embassy in Jerusalem, one side you have Americans and Israelis who are celebrating, and on the other side you see photos of people being killed by snipers, smoke in the air, people running away from violence. These are people who are demanding basic human rights, the right to travel, the right to live, the right to work, the right to move freely within their country, and the right to return to their original homelands. People will tell you that standing up for the Palestinian people is not a politically expedient cause. But when has there ever been a cause that was politically expedient? Decades ago, brave Americans stood up against the Vietnam War. And then decades later, more brave Americans stood up against South African apartheid. And now it is our time to stand up against what is happening in Palestine against the Palestinian people. This is the cause for our generation. It is our taxpayer dollars that continue to enable the illegal occupation of the Palestinian people. It is our taxpayer dollars that pay for the snipers that kill unarmed protesters. I'm asking you today to stand up for the Palestinian people, not because it's easy, because it's hard, and they need your voices now more than ever. Use your social media responsibly. Share articles, share your thoughts about what's happening in Palestine. Don't be afraid and don't be silent. Call on your members of Congress to let them know that you want to hear their voice say that this is unacceptable. We get to choose what we do with our hard-earned money. And we say no to occupation and no to killing of innocent Palestinian people. To our friends in the media, I implore you to do better, to portray the true facts that are happening on the ground. And I promise you, you will look back decades later and know that you were on the right side of history by portraying the truth.